This is deck construction assignment 2. In this assignment, we're going to do the joist supports and the posts. So what we're going to be dealing with is 4x4 posts, which in real life measure 3.5 by 3.5, and we're going to be using 2x10 beams. Those are the two pieces of lumber that we're going to be using. So the joist supports will be located 1 foot from the edge of the deck. So anytime you have an edge, left or right, it's going to be 1 foot from the edge. And it says for each level, as well as one in the middle if the space is greater than 4 feet. Okay, so if we measure 4 feet over and there's still space from this post, we're going to put another support in. It says posts will be located on each end of the joist support and spacing every 4 feet in the middle of the joist support. Okay, now take note, the post is going to be notched so that that support beam, which is a 2x10 measuring 1.5 by 9.5, can fit inside the post. Okay, so we're going to go over here, and this is a continuation from your deck assignment 1. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to lay out the location of our beams. The first thing you want to make sure is that you're placing your beams perpendicular to the frame boards. So right here, you'll see the frame boards are going this way. That means our support boards are going to go that way. Okay, that's a common mistake that some people make, and unfortunately it causes a bit of a mark loss. So let's lay these out here. Let's go 1 foot. And let's go in 1 foot. Okay, let's take a measurement here. And let's just go, let's see, from point to point, you're talking 14 feet. And so you can go approximately, let's go every 4 feet. So let's go here. Now, if one of your measurements is off by just a slight margin, that's not going to be a huge concern. So let's say if one is, 2 of them are 4 and one is 4 and change, that's not going to be a huge concern. So from here to here, that's 6 foot. You know what? I would leave that right there. I'm not going to go stick a board right here. That's not going to be a huge difference. Okay, so we've got that level laid out. Okay, so, okay. Now we're going to have a beam coming through here because this is 1 foot in. It was measured on that side. Let's just measure here. Let's go in here as well. And let's go 4 feet. And let's make sure that our, oops, I think I typed in 4 feet. I should have typed in 1 foot. Okay. There we go. There's our, okay. And if we were to go over here, see 4 feet's going to land us right in the area of the 1 foot. So all our stuff is laid out for the top layer. Let's do the bottom layer. And let's just go here. We're going to go in 1 foot. And we're going to go 1 foot as well. And let's take a measurement from each 1 foot. So that's 8, so we just need one right in the middle. So let's just go, okay, 4 foot. Okay, there we go. Everything's laid out. We're using 2x10s. We're going to go over to the lumber pile and grab our biggest 2x10. Okay, as mentioned in a previous assignment, there's no need to deal with multiple boards. Just put the board to length. In real life, if multiple boards are needed, that's going to be the job of the individual who puts the deck together. Okay. Okay, let's just turn this over 90 degrees. Okay, let's grab this board. And before I get too ahead of myself, I better make sure that I make this unique. Let's make that unique. Okay, I'll deal with the length at a later date or later time. Okay, we're going to copy this one here. And let's copy this out. Okay, let's put that. Okay. Let's stick that there, make it unique. Oops. It would appear I didn't copy. It would appear I borrowed that board. Okay, that one's unique. This one's unique as well. Okay, let's copy this. So for the lower half, we're not going to make each individual one unique, because if we adjust one, we're going to want them all to get that adjustment. So we're going to have to trim those later. So actually, let's trim them right now, because if we might have some issues with this bumping into other boards or simply getting in the way. Okay, visibility's sake. Okay, let's leave that there for now. Okay, so let's grab one of these boards here. Let's grab this one, and we're gonna make sure we're borrowing it, not taking it forever. Okay, so let's go over to our mark right there. Okay. Okay. Now, technically, this is going to go on the right-hand side of the mark. If you mix that up, don't worry. It's really, that's close enough where it's not going to be an issue. So, okay. Okay, so we've got these boards in place. Let's check here. So what we're going to need to do is these bottom ones here. These are individually going to have to be unique. Okay. Let's adjust these. Okay. Let's edit this component. Push this back here. Okay. Now, if we take a look here, these two basically go up next to each other. Okay. So, if you want, if you really want, one of these could get eliminated, or what you could just do if you're like, oh, I'm already here, so I might as well just deal with what I've got. You can do that. So let's just go here. This one goes to the end, like so. And I feel let's get rid of this one. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Because once you get into the posts, if you get two boards together like that, that's not going to be it's not going to be fun. Okay. So we've got our beams in. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to our instructions here. Okay, so we got 4x4 posts. So the posts will be 8 feet long for the upper level. Okay, and 7 foot 2 3/4 for the lower level. Okay. So let's deal with the upper level first. So let's go over here And let's grab, this is our 4x4 post. Let's borrow one of these. Okay, so let's just double check what we're dealing with. And we have a post that is 8 feet long. Wonderful. Okay, so let's make this unique. Now, what we're going to do, let's check out our instructions. We're going to put our notch in, and there we are. So let's just go over here and let's grab our tape measure. Before we do that, let's get into edit component mode. Okay, get that tape measure. And our board is 1.5 thick. Okay, there might be a typo in that PDF file that says 1.25. If that's the case, my sincerest apologies. So let's go down 9.5 or 9.5 inches for all the decimal people. And we're going to go over and let's push this notch out. And our board will fit in there nicely. Okay, let's get out of edit component mode. And let's spin this around 90 degrees. Okay. Now, I've noticed in the past some people make a bit of a mistake as far as how they pick this post up. I'm saying you're going to need to grab by this corner. Okay, and what you do, you've got it by the corner. Let's go in here and you go corner to corner, like so. Okay, should fit flush. Okay, and what we'll do now is let's go here and okay, we can do this. We can go, actually we can go like this. If we want to go 4 feet, then go X2, because we need 2 fitting in there, and then we'll just stick 1 on the very end. Okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, put that like so. Okay, if we want, we can just grab this once again. And we'll stick that there. Since we've got this blue, we can kind of set everything else up. Like there. And we'll go over here. Now notice the bottom ones are down further than the top ones. It was mentioned in the instructions different heights, but I'll show you a quick method to make those the same momentarily. So let's just, let's work here, and let's see how many of these are we gonna need. Let's go 4 feet, X6, enter. See how close my guess was. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's just move this one over. Oops. Got the wrong thing I'm moving. And there we go. There you are. Okay. Okay, let's go back under there. Since we know 6 worked well, we'll do that again. We'll go 4 feet and X6, enter. Okay. And oops. There we are. Oops, looks like I grabbed the wrong board. Okay. Yeah, looks like I grabbed the wrong board. Okay. I was grabbing one of the lower boards. That's okay. That's quite okay. We'll just go down here and we'll just move this one over, and we'll go over to what I thought I was working on before, and let's hold the control down, and now we'll just type in 4 feet, X6, enter. Okay. And we'll go over here and make that minor adjustment. Okay. So we've got these two uppers here that we're going to have to fill with posts. Let's just go over here. And okay. Okay, let's copy this over. Keep it on that line. I'm going to go 4 feet, enter. X, let's go 4, enter. See if how I did on that guess. Okay. Looks like I came close. Okay. Okay, so we've got this one here, and fits right in there. Okay. Let's move this one. And we'll do our 4 feet, enter, X, 4, enter. And we'll go in and adjust that one, just like we did the last one. Yep, let's just grab this by the corner, and we'll stick it right there. Okay. Let's see. Does everything's, all our supports are in, all our posts are in. At the correct intervals. Okay. It appears this one here still needs to be populated. Okay. We'll just go in there and okay, I'll go 4 foot for that one, and we'll borrow 1 for the end. Okay, there we go. Now we've got support posts, support posts, support posts. And we have our lower level supported, as well as the posts. Okay, now let's address the posts on the lower level. Okay, let's just go like this. Okay, now if you wanted, you could have made these unique, and then you could have just copy that one unique post and then adjusted the lower level of all the posts at the same time. Okay. do a quick check. Yep. It's getting smaller. Okay. And we got 3 more. Like I said, in hindsight, if you would have just made, or if I would have in this case made that lower level post a duplication of a unique component, we could have just done this in one hit. So and we'll edit this last component, and I'm just pushing it down and matching it to the previously edited components. Okay, there we go. Now all our posts are the same length. Okay, and that's the SketchUp assignment 2 for the deck.